Well, good evening, this is Houndog Steve wishing you a very pleasant evening. And here we are. Here's a cheeky little beer. Thank you very much. I am celebrating, and so will you be after I have finished this video. It'll be a very quick video, but out today, this is December the 1st from the Lancet. Now, the Lancet, for any of you who haven't heard of this publication, this is probably the most prestigious medical journal in England, if not the entire world. When you say the Lancet, most people's ears prick up right away because they know that this is a serious study done by serious scientists. It will be peer reviewed, okay? And what they have discovered is that the inoculation isn't doing any good at all, and in fact most of the new cases are now in the inoculated people, and we cannot rule out contamination or infection from fully inoculated people. I am so elated that a serious study has come out now and seen, and these are all reflected in government figures. These are not any old willy-nilly figures from here and there. No, these are government figures. And so they have proved conclusively that getting the inoculation has done absolutely no good whatsoever. So the last 20 months of agony that you and I have been put through has been all for naught. We have destroyed people's lives. We've destroyed people's businesses. We have put the economy on extremely shaky ground. We have pretty much destroyed the supply chains. They are breaking down all over the place. We have upset the apple cart. You know, our supply chains were so tight. Any break in 2 or 3 of them was enough to send all of them off the rails. And our politicians, our so-called leaders, with their knee-jerk reaction, and I hope this is going to put off the knee-jerk reaction to the Omicron variant, which is absolutely no problem whatsoever. Okay, this is it might be a little bit more contagious, but it is a weaker variant. Okay, all the scientists are saying that now it's a weaker variant because this is what happens in epidemiology. Viruses do not get more potent unless they're provoked. You know, we should have just let this thing play itself out, everyone get herd immunity, and we would have been just fine. But no, we've prodded and we've poked. God knows what we may be creating by having inoculated so many people. And they're all getting the virus. Fancy that. Anyway, let's just read this article. It's very quickly, and I'll come back and do a super quick wrap-up. Okie dokie, here we go. And here we are from RT. Mass inoculation fails to halt CV transmission rates. Study. And as I said, this is December the 1st, 2021. Today this came out. Successful inoculation rollouts have failed to stop CV transmission, with new data showing the prevalence of the virus increasing in fully jabbed individuals, according to a medical study in The Lancet. Examining new infections in Germany, researchers found that the rates of cases among fully inoculated individuals aged 60 and over had risen from 16.9% in July to 58.9% in October, offering a clear assessment that fully inoculated people are increasingly becoming the source of CV transmission. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? They are increasingly becoming the source of CV transmission. This is not an epidemic of the unvaccinated. Don't let anyone ever tell you that. The study identified a similar situation in the UK. Throughout Britain, the number of household contacts exposed to uninoculated cases, 23%, was slightly lower than the number of exposed inoculated individuals, 25%. In a space of 3 weeks in Britain, 100 CV cases were reported among individuals who are 60 or older. Out of those infections, 89.7% of people were fully inoculated, whilst 3.4% were uninoculated. I mean, that's a staggering difference. That is a really staggering difference. More concerning for researchers, in Israel, an outbreak that infected multiple healthcare workers and patients, as well as their family members, came from a fully inoculated hospital patient. Backing up the fears expressed in the study, US Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, YouTube, are you listening? This is the CDC, currently lists 4 of the 5 areas across the US with the highest percentage of fully inoculated individuals as high transmission counties. Researchers warned that decision makers must acknowledge the risk that is still posed by inoculated individuals. Thank you very much. Thank you, dear Lord. It appears to be grossly negligent to ignore the inoculated population as a possible and relevant source of transmission when deciding about public health control measures. The research released in the Lancet comes as countries weigh imposing CV inoculation mandates to help protect citizens from the spread of the Omicron variant and a potential resurgence in case numbers. Greece became the first nation in the EU to implement a CV inoculation requirement threatening all over 60s who don't get the jab with a monthly fine. Are you getting this? This is right out of George Orwell here. This is unbelievable. This is so over the top. We cannot let this happen. I hope all of the people who've been going along with this so far are going to watch this video and really find out what a huge error they have made. Okay, so I hope you really enjoyed that. I know I certainly did. I am going to pin this below in the description, okay, so that you can download it yourself, you can share it with friends, and spread this around. I posted on the Bob Cajun Facebook page. Oh my frickin' God. The Karens that came out of the woodwork were unbelievable. The pearl clutchers. Oh, you didn't do your... I guess you did your own research, Steve. The insults. They didn't even read the article. One guy said, well, this isn't from the Lancet. I said, well, you can't click on the link. The link's right in the article. All articles have links in them now, so they can, you can verify what's been said. Anyway, yes, let's cause some upset over this, because this is great good news, and hopefully, it's little stuff like this. It's not so little, because this will start going viral around the world if you start picking this up and sharing this stuff with people and letting them know this is the Lancet. They're telling you. Why are we going back into lockdown for Christmas? Or why is it even being contemplated? Anyway, I just had to share that great good news with you, and I hope all of you are well. I hope you're doing fine and keeping your chin up in all of this crap as we wade through. Goodness knows where all of this is going, but we must continue to keep putting this information in front of people's faces because they have to understand this is completely a fool's errand. Okay, so if you've enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe below. Please share. And in the meantime, this is Houndog Steve signing off, wishing you a very pleasant evening, and we'll talk very, very shortly. You take care now. See ya. Bye.